This is a great example of this was a pain to put together. It's just a bear to manage. If you forget any of these or you get a character wrong in your substitution, it just all breaks, right? And you don't know where the problem is. I couldn't tell you. Well, I can see, okay, the CSS isn't applied, so maybe one of my CSS thingies is a problem. Let me before I do that, let me so now I can come in here and I can look through and figure it out. But that's really nice. I mean, it's a calculation, so it does all the substitution. But this is a bear to manage, and I would not. I just I feel like it's hobbling a FileMaker developer, and if you're starting like this and then you move into more complex,
I do. I need to understand better the whole NPM thing. I end up using just the CDNs all the time. I don't, I need to go back to the course and take a look at that stuff again because I get lost all a bit of that. But it's all in the course. I just got to go back and look at it.
Yeah, we can talk about it today, and maybe I can figure out how to do this pivot table as a NPM, as a module based thing. But anyway, so this is what I use as a starting point. Like, this is just ridiculous to have to manage all the time. If you can manage it, that's great. No shade for anybody who does, but it's just there's much more efficient tools, and it's my desire to help people. Oh, and okay, so here's the function that actually runs it. So all these are just the libraries over here on the left. This is the only function that runs it it decides which columns and which rows and what values. Again, if I forget a comma, how many of us have forgotten a comma? It blows everything up, and you're not seeing the error. You can right click into this and go, it might tell you expect unexpected identifier aggregator name. So I guess I got to find the aggregator name. Oh, I'm supposed to have a comma there. So, you can kind of infer, but that just takes a long time to figure out. So, and I did this and it works up into a point nicely. But this is just a mess. And this is a mess, in my opinion. So, I'm glad, and this substitution it's scary to me because, again, substitution is case sensitive. If I accidentally do something different, and suddenly everything is lost, I think it's better of our time to spend learning how to use the web tools than to have to try to debug all this if it's available to you. So,
well, FileMaker is great, right? Build FileMaker with FileMaker.
Yeah.
But FileMaker is not a JavaScript editor. FileMaker is not a C editor. FileMaker is not, it's not a development platform. And if you're going to use, like, nobody is going to build a plugin for FileMaker in FileMaker. So why would you do the same thing? Why would you do that with JavaScript? To me, it doesn't make sense. Use good JavaScript tools and then find a good way to put them in. And that's why I champion JS and FM, because I think what you've built is that's how it should be done.
Yeah.
Because you can put your JavaScript under, under Git, under version control. You can do all that stuff. You can't really do that here.
Yeah.
Because, FileMaker